Aha. O, Xingqiu.
Feel free to look around. There's no obligation to buy.
We're looking for the Liyue volume of the Teyvat travel guide. Do you have it in
Dlaczego my w ogóle tego szukamy?
Sorry, dear. We stopped stocking that a very long time ago. It just wasn't selling.
But the Mondstadt volume was so interesting. Bummer.
Co to jest boomer?
The thing is, the author made it too personal, and the result wasn't really much of a guide.
A,
It barely sold any copies, and the few travelers that did buy it made complaints afterward.
too much passion, not enough clarity. Content... O Jezu. Content was a little too wild, huh?
Well, that's a shame. The Mondstadt volume was a good read, even just as an adventurer's diary.
Bardzo
The fact
możliwe.
remains that I don't have it in stock. If you must read it, try your luck at Chang the Ninth's place.
Who's Chang the Ninth?
Dobre
A
pytanie.
book collector who lives in Qingse Village.
A,
He's a complete grouch, but he will behave himself if the conversation is about books. He was a regular customer here back when he lived in Liyue Harbor, and I still send him the odd out-of-print book or two every now and then.
mhm.
Somebody say out of print
O, Xingqiu, siema. Jakie ty masz buty, Jezu.
Is there a chance that volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd is also in his collection?
Who are you?
Apologies, my liege. Where are my manners? My name is Sing Cho, a humble literature enthusiast who happened to be passing by. Since you and I are both in search of lost books, what say we travel together to Mount Qingse and pay a visit to Chang the Ninth?
Makes sense, please lead the way.
My pleasure, fellow book lover.
O, ale chyba się teraz tam nie tykniemy, nie? Dziękuję. Okej, Bookworm Swordsman. Wydaje mi się, że chyba jeszcze się nie przedstawiałem. W każdym razie, dzień dobry moi drodzy, z tej strony Max, a dzisiaj robimy quest Xingqiu, który trochę mi się, szczerze powiedziawszy, przeciągnął przez te wszystkie inne Archon questy i tak dalej, ale przez to, patrząc na to, że mam strasznie gigantyczną liczbę questów, czy innych jakichś pomniejszych world questów do zrobienia i czuję powoli, że trochę mi się miesza, co w jakiej kolejności muszę zrobić, więc stwierdziłam, że najpierw zajmę się Xingqiu, skoro on sobie tak tu trochę w sumie już leży, czeka, aż to skończę i ogarnę.
The heavens are smiting me to smithereens.
Excuse me, are you Chang the Ninth?
Uh-huh. And what do you want? Come on, spit it out.
We've heard
Bardzo
you've got
miłe z
tons
tego,
of
co
old
widzę.
books lying around, and we want to borrow the Liyue volume of the Teyvat travel
Ja
guide.
wciąż nie rozumiem, do czego potrzebny... Tam się coś świeci, do czego potrzebny jest ten travel guide.
Don't get me started on the topic of my books. After the chasm was sealed off, the family mining business started going south. Then the Fatui started working to sabotage me. To pay off my debts, I had no choice but to pawn off my beloved book collection.
Holy shit.
Every last book. Do you have any idea what that means?
You're sad, you've got nothing to read now, you're bored now, that you've got nothing to read. Ej, ten quest chyba mnie może bardziej zainteresować, jak on jest odczytany, nie wiem, weźmy to.
Wrong. That was my life's work. I devoted my entire life to curating, collecting, caring for them, and now they're gone. Gone, I tell you.
Mam bardzo podobnie, szczerze powiedziawszy, nie wiem, bo książki na moich półkach traktuję jako jakąś taką część, powiedzmy, mojej wielkiej kolekcji. Ja po prostu o nie dbam, w sensie na zasadzie, że staram się, żeby nie miało pogiętych kartek, żeby okładki nie były po prostu w którymś momencie rozwalone, bo miałem parę takich książek, które mi się rozwaliły i bardzo na tym ubolewam, bo niektóre były naprawdę bardzo ładne, niektórych też się w sumie pozbyłem, bo były do dupy, mówiąc eufemistycznie. Jedyna chyba seria, którą nie traktowałem do końca, no nie obchodziłem się z nim z jak jajkiem, to był ten Wiedźmin, ale w tych takich czarnych wydaniach teraz, Jezu, nie pamiętam wydawnictwa, ale to były takie całe czarne okładki, bo generalnie z Wiedźmina kupiłem sobie jakby jeszcze na Elixie drugą serię jakby z tymi takimi czerwonymi okładkami, gdzie są postacie z dwójki i tak dalej. To chyba jest już wycofane generalnie. Tego inaczej się chyba gdzieś online na sklepach nie kupi, tylko ewentualnie od osób gdzieś prywatnych. Więc kupiłem to sobie jako taki tam prezent przedświąteczny. Jednocześnie miała to być moja motywacja na maturę i tak dalej. Stwierdziłam, że się wynagrodzę po tych wszystkich maturach próbnych i tak dalej, bo ja po maturach próbnych czułem się tak strasznie przebodźcowany i to chyba nie były tylko moje odczucia, bo gadałem z paroma z moimi znajomymi z klasy i właśnie one też miały podobne odczucia co do moich. Ale wracając generalnie do tego Wiedźmina, no to właśnie te czarne okładki, one są, o Jezu. Miecz Przeznaczenia najbardziej chyba jest zmasakrowany, bo on nie dość, że ma okładkę pogniecioną, to jeszcze jest delikatnie pogięty na grzbiecie. Natomiast ostatnie życzenie, ja się boję po prostu, że ten papier się w końcu rozwali, bo ja mam tendencję co roku mniej więcej do czytania moich ulubionych serii i właśnie ostatnim razem, kiedy czytałem ostatnie życzenie, to było, pierwszy raz czytałem w 2021, potem w 2022 i wydaje mi się, że w tym roku przeczytam sobie po raz kolejny, żeby sobie w sumie odświeżyć.
Whoa there, friend. Come on. This gentleman is either willing to make a deal or he's not. You can't force him to sell against his will.
Just who do you think you are? Keep your nose out of other people's business.
My liege, I am but one who comes to the aid of this gentleman in his moment of need. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan.
Jezus Maria. Czyli mogę sobie popatrzeć, jak bardzo nie umiem w imiona tych wszystkich postaci.
Guhua clan? Did you hear this clown? He thinks he's a Guhua master in this day and age. Oh, there was
I'm
me
extremely
thinking the last
confused.
granddads of Guhua had keeled over and died by now. Who were you supposed to be then, huh? Some sort of Guhua messiah?
Justice is blind to our backgrounds, my friend. That just makes me someone trying to do the right thing. But you? The weasel who does the tiger's bidding may be less powerful than his master, but he is no less guilty.
Jaki on jest smug,
Get a
kurde.
load of this guy. Just you wait. You'll be sorry you crossed me.
Jasne,
And
jasne.
you, Chang, you're selling that core lapis whether you like it or not.
Oh, how the wolves prey upon the fallen tiger. My days are numbered.
Ja wiem.
So, just to come back to what we were talking about earlier, could I get a yay or nay about borrowing that book?
Jeez Louise, give them a minute.
Oh, what does it matter now? I can't expect anybody to care about me anymore. But since you did stick up for me, please just take this book and leave me in peace.
Dobra.
3 long years I have waited for this day. Words cannot express my gratitude. I, Xingqiu, vow to repay this great act of generosity.
All right, give it a rest. Just bring it back when you're finished. Sorry, but I'm not about to put my hopes in some self-professed Guhua disciple.
Hey, where are you going? We've still got a job to do over here.
Chyba nie. Chyba już nie.
So, you like reading, huh? Mr. 5-second hero?
No ładnie.
Oh, amazing! I never saw that coming.
Hello? Xingqiu? Anybody in there?
No wonder this book is so highly sought after.
he's so me for real. That guy as Shang the Nymph was pretty bossy. Boże.
Can they bully poor old Chang the Ninth like this?
A the knife.
Forcing him to sell his ore for dirt cheap? It's daylight robbery, pure and simple.
So I guess we're scrapping Operation Leeway Travel Guide.
Why do you give up on your book search so lightly?
Oh, so now you can hear what we're saying.
Łap się
The reason I
zbudził.
borrowed this book is that it would be a real pity if Chang the Ninth ended up having to pawn it. And I meant every word I said to Chang the Ninth. I will return his act of kindness. It is the just thing to do. I will be custodian of this book, and I will also help find a way to buy back the rest of his collection.
You already have a plan, don't you?
Of course I do. An initial plan anyway. I still need to work out the details. Give me a second to reflect. It shan't take but a moment.
You're still here?
O Boże, znowu on.
Game to you? You think no one's really gonna get hurt? I
O
gotta hand it to
Jezu.
the goofball clan. What you lack in numbers and talent, you make up for in guts.
Ona ma ładną tą... Boże, nie wiem. To nie jest deluzja? Nie, ale ma bardzo ładny kolor fioletu.
Oh, I'm I'm sorry. Did I say Goofball Clan? I meant Goohua Clan. That's what you goofballs call it, right?
Dobra, tam weź, bo mnie
There's a saying
denerwujesz.
that goes, the insect that shakes the oak tree ludicrously overestimates its ability.
Quit quoting proverbs at me, you buffoon.
Please leave this place. I will not tolerate an attempt to coerce an honest trader, especially when the one you seek to threaten is one to whom I owe a debt of gratitude.
It's cute that you want to stick your neck out for Chang and all. But you picked the wrong time, you little punk. I brought the Fatui to
No, jak
back
na
me
razie
up.
tylko jedną z
A
Fatui.
whole army of you and your little Guhua buddies wouldn't be able to help you now.
Jasne,
I may be
jasne.
young, my liege, but the path I have chosen makes me no stranger to conflict. Why should I cower in the face of evil?
Oh, great speech. But now it's time for you to learn your lesson.
I to było szybkie w sumie. Co to tam za
It was
armia?
just a regular pendant you were wearing, not a vision. You won this round.
Ciężko tej wizji,
But you better watch
w sensie,
your back. This isn't over.
tę wizję idzie łatwo
Would it be
zauważyć.
too much to hope they've learned their lesson?
So, you're a vision barrier. No, no shit Sherlock, nie?
Yes, though I try to avoid using it. I dislike the unfair advantage it gives me against my opponents. Though I
Czy ja
long to
wiem?
restore Guhua to its former glory, it is no easy task.
Mogę
They've
sobie
gone for
wyobrazić
now,
tylko.
But they'll be back looking to cause more trouble before long.
I'll see to it that no harm comes to those who show me kindness. There is a just and unjust way to do business, and I will ensure the matter is resolved satisfactorily. It's not like the Fatui to pick sides in a business dispute, but the confident demeanor of their errand boy suggests there is substance to his words. There must be a deeper level of collusion at work here.
Mam jakieś flashbacki do tego questa
He
nagle.
mentioned Gentry Mautai. I know this name. He has a stately residence in Liyue Harbor. Maybe the two of you could go and investigate.
No dobrze.
That idea works. But what are you gonna do?
Me? I have other things to look into. Let me see. Let us meet at Yujing Terrace in Liyue Harbor in a bit.
Dobrze.
You really have stuff to do? Are you sure you're not just using us as your errand runners?
Jak każdy zresztą.
Wow. So that's how that turned out. This whole passage
Chłopie w
is
swoim
just
świecie.
extraordinary.
Ugh, this guy is so annoying. Paimon just wants to slap him right in his stupid face.
O mój Boże. First let her change nymph. Xinqiu's vengeance may not be swift, but it will surely come.
Fine. But, as per tradition, Paimon gets to pick an ugly
O
nickname
Jezu.
for him.
Wydaje mi się, że chyba w Fontaine skończyły się powoli te ugly nickname'y.
From now on, he shall be known as Guhua Geek.
You go first. No need to wait for me. One more page and I'll go and stretch my legs.
Dobra tam. Daj mi iść już.
Who goes there?
I'm on set merchant here for a meeting with Gentry McAvoy. O Boże, nie wiem. I'm Fox, a VIP client of your boss.
Really? He didn't mention anything about a meeting. The master's dealing with some urgent business today. All prior appointments have been canceled.
Urgent business? What is it?
The master's been working on a major business deal recently. He left early this morning to meet with a VIP client.
So, where is he now?
I'm sorry. The master is stressed that we must not disclose that information to just anyone.
Just anyone? Are you saying we are not his VIP clients?
No, I mean, yes. Yes, you are. I meant no offense. Please, believe me.
Take me to Gentry McAvoy or suffer the consequences. Would you like to explain this extra fees you are incurring to your boss, or shall I?
I'm sorry. Master's currently in business negotiations at Shinyue Kiosk.
Okay.
I beg for your mercy, please. My master will show me no leniency if he finds out.
Well, my master has much more important things to do than talking to rude guards like you. Luckily for you, your bad attitude will be the last thing on our minds when my master's busy negotiating a big business deal with your boss.
Jezus Maria.
Thank you. May your business forever be blessed by the Lord of Geo.
Nice work! Paimon never knew you were such a tough negotiator.
Aha, zawsze miał łeb do interesów. I was just bluffing.
So, now Paimon knows not to let your wily ways get the better of her in the future. Anyway, seems like the VIP client in question must be one of the Fatui.
Oh, I think you're right.
In that case, let's get ourselves over to the Shinue kiosk.
No dobrze.
Seems business is booming at the Shinue kiosk. No one should notice if we blend in there. But either way, if we want to know what kind of shady business they're up to, we better be careful.
Oj, tam od razu shady business.
I understand. I do. Please do not worry. You have my word that the order will be completed as promised.
No ładnie.
The subordinate I sent was not quite so optimistic in his appraisal. Is somebody being
Ja mam wrażenie, że ja ten głos skądś poznaję, ale nie wiem skąd.
We just ran into a minor procurement problem, is all. We haven't managed to purchase the core lapis yet.
Czy wy nie możecie sobie po prostu to wykopać?
But it's nothing for you to worry about. If Chang the Ninth won't sell, I can buy from someone else.
That would be most ideal. I remind you again that the Fatui care only about the result. We are willing to lend a certain degree of support to this transaction. But if it is not completed in time, you may suddenly find our goodwill comes at a price you cannot afford.
Już myślałam, że oni chcą go zabić albo coś
I
takiego.
understand. I am indebted to you for your protection. You know I would not dream of disappointing you, don't you?
We shall see when the time comes.
Darn that old man Chang.
Jaki sneaky jesteśmy.
So, Mr. Gentry Moutsai is colluding with the Fatui. Who knows if Gua Geek has made any progress? Should we go tell him?
A i szkoda, że zniknęli już tak szybko.
You said you had other things to look into, as if you're
Czy tam
some
jest
sort of
waypoint centralnie nad apteką Bajżu?
when actually all
Kiedyś
you
to
did
zbiorę na
was you
pewno.
wanted somewhere new to park your backside while you read your book.
We know what Gentry Malco is up to now. Yeah, Paimon tells things about Gentry.
I
No.
guessed as much.
Did you really guess, or are you just saying that to sound clever?
The course of action we must take is now clear. To start with, please deliver this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. They will know what to do,
Okej.
my liege. For reasons that I cannot explain, I will be unable to join you.
Pewnie on sam będzie przygotował jakiś plan. Ja się mogę o to
There's
założyć.
no need for you to read the contents
Tam
of the letter.
w tle sobie
When the
Siri
time
lata.
comes,
Ugh, this writing is super hard to read. Paimon can't make heads or tails of it.
A secret thing that needs a cipher, perhaps?
Hence why I said there's no need for you to read it.
Mhm.
The Feiyun Commerce Guild will have someone who can understand it.
I see.
Why would you want to get them involved? They're one of the bigwig commerce guilds in Liyue. Why would they want to help us?
What is the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
Since we got to Liyue, Paimon keeps hearing
Serio?
people mention it. Seems they
Szczerze nie
oversee
pamiętam.
a lot of business that goes on around here. Having such big backing would be great and all, but are you sure they'd want to help?
No need to worry about that. From what I know, they share my sense of chivalry. Once they have read the carefully reasoned and passionately argued case I put forth in this letter, they will certainly be moved to action.
Why get them involved anyway?
Gentry Moutsai must be taught a lesson he will never forget.
Dobra, ja
This
go
is
po prostu
something
zacznę
we
nazywać
cannot do on our
Gentry. Nie mam pojęcia jak przeczytać to.
own. I do not
Nie
wish for
wiem,
anyone else to
drugą
know
połowę
of my
imienia?
involvement in this.
Why not?
Cholera wie.
You're only doing this to try and help Chang the Ninth, right?
To silently disappear at the matter's conclusion, concealing one's name and contribution. This is the chivalrous thing to do. To savor the memory is ample reward. Each droplet of kindness I receive, I am duty-bound to repay with a welling spring of gratitude. I seek neither praise nor reward.
Serio? Jezu.
Sounds very lovely. But be honest, you just want them to do it so you can carry on reading your book, don't you?
Może?
Thank you in advance for delivering this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Someone from the guild should be able to receive you near Lioli Pavilion.
Okej.
Hey, stop ignoring Paimon! Excuse us, we come bearing news of a matter requiring your assistance. It's all in this letter.
Why are you suddenly talking like Xingqiu?
A letter?
Xingqiu? O
I
Boże, nie
see.
wiem.
This again.
Again?
Oh, don't mind me. I was just speculating. Let me give this a read.
Can we actually read this thing? Is it even written in the common tongue?
Może?
Yes, the script is inimitable by the uninitiated. Honored guests, you must both be wary from your long journey. Please allow the Feiyun Commerce Guild to be your host for tonight.
Wait, what?
Please rest assured that the matter written about has been duly received. We just need some time to prepare. Please take a seat here
Ja
in
mam
the
jeszcze
pavilion,
więcej pytań.
where you may enjoy some light refreshments while taking in the ocean view. Consider it a small token of our esteem.
Ja ten głos też skąd kojarzę.
They're giving us the VIP treatment.
Of course. We treat visitors with the utmost respect here at the Feiyun Commerce
Nie wiem, o
Guild.
ten głos mi trochę przypomina
When honored
Childa,
guests
szczerze
grace us with their
powiedziawszy.
presence, far be it from us to shirk our duty to them. Please,
Czy ja wiem?
this way.
Był w Questie Amber taki jeden typ, co chyba nawet dubbingował go voice actor Childa. Ale to pewności nie mam, więc
And Paimon thought we'd get kicked out or turned away at the door.
też tak myślałem.
Paimon didn't think Guhua Geek had so much clout.
Może on też miał web do interesów.
Thank you for your patience. With the amount of wealth and power Gentry Mountsai has, it will take more than a slap on the wrist to get through to him. For him to correct the error of his ways, he must feel for himself the same suffering he has inflicted on Chang the Ninth. Since Gentry Mountsai's business has to do with core lapis, we simply need to buy up all the stock there is in Liu. That will put him in a rather sticky situation.
Czy on, nie wiem, nie może tego sobie iść i wykopać gdzieś?
Deprived of the necessary raw materials, even the best craftsperson in Tevat would be unable to make their product.
Great idea. That'll be sure to mess things up between him and the Fatui. But Liu is huge. Is it really possible to buy up every last bit of core lapis?
W Liu jest wszystko możliwe, tak się składa.
With the timescale we are on, it is indeed a challenge. Hence, as stated in the letter, we must ask for your further cooperation in the matter. First, there are a number of vendors in the city you will need to buy from. I've marked their respective locations on your map. There is also some unsold core lapis at the chasm. You will need to purchase that too. Finally, there is Chang the Ninth's batch.
Alrighty. So 3 sellers in the city, another one at the chasm, and then Chang the Ninth. Roger that.
No dobrze.
Of course, we are not expecting you to cover the cost.
O,
Wow. So many more. With cash like this, Paimon could rent out Lioli Pavilion and eat there for a whole month.
nie dziękuję, tu nie będzie żadnego jedzenia, już wystarczy, że Mona wyjątkowo nakradła pieniędzy. The Feiyun Commerce Guild is centrally generous with its resources.
Well, this is not the first time we've had to do something like this. It's just par for the course
Że
now.
nie są przyzwyczajeni do tego, że Xingqiu nie wylatuje z jakimiś dziwnymi akcjami.
All you need to do is strike a deal. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will handle the transportation and other trifling matters. Once you have purchased all the core lapis, please proceed to the Feiyun Commerce Guild's warehouse, where you can see the rest of the plan unfold.
Okej. Okay, I see.
Hand it to Guhua Geek. This is some seriously solid work for a guy who lives in a fantasy world. Let's do this in the order the guy said. First the sellers in the city, then the chasm, and then
Dobra,
last but not
nie
least...
musisz mi tego powtarzać po 1000 razy. Ja zrozumiałem za pierwszym.
Hi, anything I can do for
Chodź, ja chcę wykupić
You want
kamienie.
all my core lapis? I've already agreed to several orders. That said, none are in writing. The buyers are being incredibly indecisive.
Don't let the Feiyun Commerce Guild take it off your hands.
Oh, it's for the Feiyun Commerce Guild? Seems business trends are about to change in Liyue. Oh, nothing. Just talking to myself. Come, let us sign a contract. Don't worry about my prior client. He hadn't made any down payments or anything. Quite common in the industry. Thank you for your patronage. We hope the Feiyun Commerce Guild will continue to do business with us.
No ja też mam taką nadzieję.
Good day, my friend. My apologies, but I'm out of stock at the moment. Please try again next.
O,
Oh, I thought you were here to purchase Snezhnaya products.
a,
No, that I still have. Although I ship it all to factories in Snezhnaya. I don't do retail. Too much hassle, not enough return. Sorry.
those we will take it all still count as retail.
What? No. Give me a second to think. All right, I'll do it. Just need you to sign for it.
Okej.
Clearly no shortage of cash flow in Liyue.
Czy to nie jest ten sam chłop, co on wcześniej kwiaty sprzedawał?
Keep your voice down.
A, to jest ten, co mnie denerwował. Okej, ja już rozumiem.
All of it? Though my business may not seem so big, I should warn you that I can get what you need, both legitimately and not so legitimately. Best you give me an actual number. All of it would be far more than you actually want.
It's for the Fenian Commerce Guild.
Fayun Commerce Guild? Well, why didn't you say so? If it's for the Fayun Commerce Guild, then sign on the dotted line.
Ja mam wrażenie, że te podpisy się odbiją w jakikolwiek sposób. Cieszę się, że nie muszę iść tak stricte do Kazmu,
Hello there. Are you in charge of the core lapis here?
bo w Kazmie też jak tam się idzie, to też się odpali jakiś tam jeden długi quest.
I hear the Fayun Commerce Guild has been buying up all the core lapis stock in Leo Harbor.
Chłop jest jeszcze poinformowany, patrząc na to, jak daleko jest Kazm od właśnie Liyue.
It's all yours, if you name the right price.
I have a bad feeling about this.
The original buyer's price was already quite high, so...
O mój Boże.
The best I can do is 7 million more.
Are you
Holy
serious?
shit.
We spent less than 2 million more on the rest of Leo's stock put together.
I'm afraid it has to go to the highest bidder. I'm breaching an existing agreement by selling to you, so it has to be worth my while.
That's over 4 times what it should be, you crook.
Look, you have your problems to deal with and I have mine. You can take it or leave it. So if you're not buying, please leave me...
No tak.
It's all right. We'll pay, even if it is a ridiculous
Ale
amount.
czy przypadkiem ten,
When we get back, we'll just
nie
have to
wiem,
tell the guild
Feniun
that we'll sell to this gentleman at
nie
4
miało się
times the normal
zająć
price in the
przypadkiem,
future?
w sensie finansami i tak dalej, a myśmy się o to nie mieli martwić?
No need for that.
Maybe you should think twice before affronting the Fenian Commerce Guild.
Please, don't do this. It's not even your money. Why be so frugal with it?
It might be the
Też o
guild's
tym
money,
pomyślałem.
but we'll have a tough time explaining to our boss why we spent so much in one go. If he asks, all we can do is mention your name and say you gouged us over the price.
I understand. I'm sorry, please. I don't want any trouble with the guild. There's just one other thing, though. There's been an issue with the delivery of this batch. Several carts were ambushed by hilly churros. I don't know where exactly, but if I can't retrieve the goods, I can't sell them to you either.
Rozumiem.
So maybe you could go and look for the carts? There should be 5 of them in total. If you can find them all and tell me where they are, I'll sign the contract right away.
Market price?
Oh, yes, of course. I mean, I
I
do
to
hope
się
to
nazywa
carry on doing
interesy.
business in Liu in the future.
That's that then. Well, no time to lose. Come on. Oh yeah, we found it. Check out all that core lapis.
O, tam już widzę jakąś bitkę.
We'll send the Fayun Commerce Guild to collect it later. Another one down. Lip Paimon Sea. Yep, that's it. That's it, all right. That's a big old stash of core lapis. Here we go. Look quick. Make a note of the... That guy said there were 5 carts in total, so that should be all of them. Let's get back. This has all been quite exhausting for poor little Paimon. He
Exhausting?
definitely owes Paimon some snacks.
Proszę ciebie. Czy ty wiesz, co to znaczy być zmęczonym?
Here, we've made a note of the carts' locations. All 5 of them. Can you sell us the core lapis now?
Oh, wonderful. Thank you both. Yes, let's make this
No
official.
w końcu.
I also hope you could put in a good word with your boss for me.
Przekonamy się.
Done and dusted. Yeah!
How did you know that bluff would work?
Paimon's got a knack for this business malarkey.
Jasne, jasne.
Now for the final stop on our core lapis crawl. To Chain the Ninth's place.
Just who I was hoping to see. I was just thinking to myself, Gentry mouth-sized thugs have been mysteriously absent for a while.
No, ciekawe dlaczego.
You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Może?
Don't worry, you won't be hearing from them again.
Oh? What happened?
Not only that, but we'd like to purchase your core lapis.
Huh? Oh, I see now. You're in this trade too. So you're trying to beat him to the post, eh? Appearances can be deceiving, that's for sure. But I don't care who you are. A discount of 70% is simply impossible. The maximum I can do is 40% off, and even then I'm only breaking even.
No need. We'll take it at the market rate.
You mean you're not trying to force the price down? What's going on? Have I died and gone to heaven?
Jeżeli chcesz to tak
I
ująć,
can't believe it. I will make a profit on this batch after all. But gentry mount-sized thugs could still come back after I've sold it.
If Paimon told you they're not gonna bother you again, then you'd better believe they're not gonna bother you again.
just trust me.
Huh. Okay then. My situation can hardly get worse from here in any case. But tell me, what on earth do you plan to do with so much core lapis?
No ja też się zastanawiam, szczerze powiedziawszy.
It's for a commission. Can't go into too much detail.
We will send someone to collect the goods later.
Thank you. Thank you a million times over. I really don't know what to say.
Don't thank us yet. Wait till we finish at least.
Good people always get what's coming to them in the end. And so will the nasty people. Anyway, let's get going, because apparently we have a show to watch at the Feiyun Commerce Guild's warehouse.
A no. No, ja mam jakieś takie wielkie flashbacki właśnie do tego budynku, co tu stoi. Nawet nie pamiętam, że on tu jest. Ja mam bardzo małą pamięć, no małą, krótką w sensie, jeżeli chodzi o Liłę, bo ja większości lokacji nie kojarzę. Jakichś takich małych domków, a tu jest tego pełno.
Welcome. The final act in this drama would not be complete without you two here as audience.
You better believe it. We're the ones who've been doing all the work. What exactly have you been doing all this time?
Well, naturally, I used the time to immerse myself completely in Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I managed to finish the book off, and I enjoyed every minute of it.
O Jezu, też mam ochotę coś poczytać właśnie.
Divine Halberd and Ominous Sword, Mir and Wei Yang. The way the story develops across the first 5 volumes, nothing short of exemplary. But the 6th volume? Words fail me. How blessed we are to have such an author grace our world with such works.
And this is related to Gentry Moutsai how?
It's not. But when something surpasses expectations to such a degree, one must show one's appreciation.
Is the end of the book good?
It was rather good, thanks. I only hope that as our plan reaches its denouement, it too will live up to its expectations.
Why does Paimon have to be the only one who doesn't get what's going on? No
Spokojnie,
fair.
tylko ty.
So go on then, tell me, what are we doing here? And what's this big dramatic showdown thing that's supposed to happen?
Think about it. Gentry Moutsai goes searching for core lapis all over Liyue Harbor, and he doesn't find a single piece. He panics. Without the goods, he can't fulfill his contract. And if he can't fulfill his contract, he can't stay in good standing with the Fatui. He hears a rumor that the Feiyun Commerce Guild is the culprit. Panic turns to disbelief. Gentry Moutsai is a hugely powerful figure in the business world. Never has anyone dared to target him like this. So regardless of whether it is revenge or a swift resolution that he seeks, he is certain to...
So it was you! You were the one sticking your necks out for Chang the Ninth!
Może?
Speak of the devil.
I went everywhere trying to find someone selling core lapis before I realized the Feiyun Commerce Guild had been on an acquisition spree. Core lapis is hardly a rare mineral, and yet suddenly the stocks dry up, just like that. Explain yourselves. What is the meaning of this persecution?
We are not persecuting you, but protecting another, one to whom I am indebted. Upon witnessing an injustice, it is a perfectly normal response to rush to the aid of he who has been wronged. Was it not one of your own men who said, "This isn't over"?
You clearly don't know what's good for you. I won't beat around the bush. Master, if you please, seize their core lapis.
Impressive. You are no commoners. To continue this fight would be to incur greater losses than I can accept.
Their strength is almost spent. Finish them off. The core lapis is almost within our grasp.
Jasne, jasne.
Might I remind you that the Fatui's relationship with you extends to business matters only? I did not lend you my men to have them stir up trouble at your beck and call.
What are you saying? Master, everything I did with only one thing in mind. To complete the order.
Jasne, jasne, tak się tłumacz.
Then figure it out by yourself.
Wstaję, wychodzę.
Don't go. Wait. Master, wait.
My lord, what are you doing here? Are you hurt?
Thanks to this valiant young man, I am unscathed.
My lord?
I did not see that coming.
You are the heir of the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
Indeed, my liege. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan and second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild manager, and I make no secret of it.
Bany.
I've been played like a fiddle.
Bamboozled.
Gentry Moutsai. Coercion and intimidation are hardly the attributes of a respectable businessman. The problems that your business practices have created, I have sought to resolve through mine. I shudder to think what the Fatui will do with you if you fail to provide their core lapis.
No cóż.
You meddling swine. Well, go on. Tell me, what will you sell it for?
Since you asked,
W sumie nie zdziwię się, jeżeli w Snżdai okaże się, że tam wśród tych mieszkańców i tak dalej będzie panował jakiś terror i tak dalej.
How dare you subject me to such viciousness?
Ja naprawdę nie mam jakichś tam wysokich nadziei o dościżność. Ja myślę, że oni po prostu albo zrobią motyw, że I can fix them all, albo po prostu będzie tam wielki... Chociaż nie, bo terror już był w Inazumie w sumie, więc... Czy ja wiem?
On behalf of the Feiyun Commerce Guild, I thank you for your business and hope you will continue to do business with us in future.
You? Funny speaking, book reading, guhua geeking Xingqiu are the heir of the Feiyun Commerce Guild? So that massive stash of Mora you let us burn through in a day? That was from your private vault?
Nie mogę.
It was but a paltry sum. I got to make a very sound investment while putting Gentry Moutsai in his place. A classic two birds, one stone situation.
Don't you read kids take calligraphy classes from a young age?
Very droll. My family can always tell me from my handwriting. It's certainly one of my distinguishing features.
Yikes! Paimon's been calling you Guhua Geek this whole time.
No cóż.
Paimon read in one of these martial artist novels that when rich heirs like you get angry at someone, you have their arms and legs chopped off.
Ja wiem, to nie jest Inazuma, come on.
Paimon's toast, and sorry, very sorry. Please don't hurt Paimon.
Calm down. Since you can fly, you hardly need your legs anyway.
Chłop ma rację.
Save me, save me. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill.
He's obviously joking.
Jokes aside, I have the two of you to thank for this successful resolution. Really, you were a huge
On
help.
wciąż tam stoi.
Meanwhile, Legend of the Shattered Halberd was positively riveting. Much obliged if you could return it to Cheng the Ninth for me.
You're making us run it another
I
around?
did nothing, and hence deserve none of his gratitude. The two of you, meanwhile,
Ej, przynajmniej się do tego przyznał, nie?
stepped in and saved the day. To have made such valiant and chivalrous friends is more than enough for me, my liege.
My lord, forgive the intrusion. It's about your father.
Please inform my father thusly. I have averted a disaster and earned a sizable sum of money in the process. Might this meritorious act compensate for my prior transgressions and earn me a few more days of freedom, perchance? Legend of the Shattered Halberd speaks of a domain that I should very much like to investigate.
For all your clever long words, the fact is you're just a lazy bones who doesn't want to work.
Oj tam, oj tam.
What if I told you that a reward awaits you at Cheng the Ninth's palace, and not just his gratitude?
A reward? Well, that sweetens the deal somewhat.
It seems whatever I say, there's no persuading you to stay.
Why didn't you tell us Xingqiu was the Feyenoord heir?
Oh, I didn't realize you weren't aware.
Oh.
Thank you in advance for returning the book for me. I will take my leave now. May we meet again, fellow merchants.
To adios w takim razie.
Finally, you're back. This morning, the pawnbroker showed up and gave me back my entire
Holy
collection.
shit.
I'm positive that you must have been behind this once again. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Dobra, no big deal, happy to help.
Please don't say that. You have no idea how much this means to me. The Chang family was a prestigious household in Liyue back in the day. Unfortunately, after I took over the family's affairs as heir, a series of business setbacks devoured our fortune. Since then, I've saved for years, hoping to restore the house to its former glory. In the end, everything was riding on this core lapis. Were it not for you, this barren wasteland in the mountains would have become my final resting place.
Wow, that's the second heir we've met in this town.
I'm
No
sorry, what?
patrz. Oj tam, nieważne.
Nothing? Oh, here's your book back.
Wonderful. Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I was beginning to think that Guhua rascal had swindled me.
Do people really look down on the Guhua clan so much?
Actually, the art is centuries old and was once held in high esteem. But now it has faded beyond recognition. To instigate a revival, you need to inject some fresh blood, but it's hard to attract budding young talent to a dying art. And so it becomes a vicious cycle. In any case, Guhua kids these days. Take that young rascal Xingqiu, for instance. For all his talk about repaying kindness with kindness and whatnot, what has he done to show for it? You're the ones who've displayed a genuine sense of responsibility.
Maybe a Guhua resistance is just around the corner. He's better than you give him credit for.
What does it matter? Anyway, you wanted the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide, didn't you? I'll fetch it for you.
Ciekawe, czy w Inazumie też będziemy szukać tego tam Travel Guide'a. I'd almost forgotten about that. Bo Fontaine... A Fontaine chyba jeszcze... Nie, w Sumeru na pewno nic o tym nie było. Ja pamiętam wyjątkowo... O, strange bookmark.
What was that? Paimon saw something fall out.
Oh, nothing.
Podejrzane.
Rascal surely isn't.
Co on kombinuje? W sensie... I co, to koniec? Bookworms Wars i co? I się dalej nie dowiem? Dobrze, w każdym razie wydaje mi się, że będzie to już na tyle, więc dziękuję wam bardzo serdecznie za oglądanie, trzymajcie się i do kolejnego odcinka. Cześć!